Right. This looks really cool, man. This game is so fucking sick.
Yeah, Gusty Garden Galaxy is one of the best looking and sounding levels. Just the music of this galaxy is famous.
I remember as a kid, like there's this one the beach level with like I don't remember exactly which one. But I always played this as a kid and was like, oh, you know, I'm not feeling any. I don't want to do anything too seriously. Mario's gonna have a vacation on the beach level. I just walk around, swim around, and do nothing except. It was a vacation.
Yeah, Mario
like
Sunshine feels like an actual vacation, yeah.
It wasn't Mario Sunshine in which I felt that. Like as a kid playing this game.
Oh yeah, that too.
It's a really nice looking beach level, and I always really liked it, just because it felt much more casual, as long as you didn't progress the level.
Right. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, right, Hawk says, I think playing as a two-man is best. Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely really fun as co-op. And I think two-man is definitely a great idea, because you're not dependent on so many people. And he says easiest to get it together, and also finish it 2.5 times with Quasi. Wow, that's nice. But one full time, one almost full time, cucked by the definitive edition upgrades. Yeah, at the end, yeah. Since I had to just restart. Gotcha.
Wait, who did you get cucked?
So the game.
I only started playing.
Right. So the game back when it came out in 2017, right? It was just normal Divinity Original Sin 2. And there was a lot of things in the game that sort of changed a couple years after when they released the Definitive Edition, right? And this was sort of like, just like a plug-and-play upgrade, sort of. You just... Like, there was so many things that were updated, and I think you could... I think you had to switch... I don't know if you could carry over your save file, and I think what Hawk ended up doing was just like, well, we want to play the Definitive Edition, but we can't, so... Shit, I guess we're just... wow, this is cool. I guess we're just restarting now to play Definitive. But, yeah. The game wasn't always like this. This is another one of those instances where the devs really, like, listen to feedback of the players. And, it's a freaking much better game forward, and it was already great in my opinion.
Because I don't know what the difference is. I've only played Definitive Edition.
Yeah.
I don't know what the difference is.
A lot of balance changes they did. They added some new spells, I think. They added new side quests, new stories. They changed a lot of the artwork, I think. They added those like DLC cheating functions and stuff.
Yes. Okay.
And a bunch of other like just little tweaks and changes.
Quality of life upgrades.
Yeah, also like balancing of certain encounters. Yeah, it was a very good update.
Right.
Okay, let's see.
Meanwhile, I've just been progressing slowly through the game,
Good job.
noticing that the difficulty spike is picking up.
Oh, let's see. Alright, okay, he says you can't carry over your save file. You could start normal edition, but then you don't have the definitive upgrades. First time getting to the final act, there was an enormous difficulty spike where literally everything was one-shotting us. Yeah, true. I had that too with Luke. In definitive edition, that was somewhat better, yeah. Yeah, they did some really good balancing.
There's
some of the harder
definitely something with Definitive. I'm not used to levels mattering too much. So, like, I mean, The Witcher, it matters, but if you're like 5 levels below, you can still easily defeat monsters.
Yes.
Like, if you're under leveled, it often doesn't matter too much if you're just a little bit skilled. In Divinity, the levels matter so much.
Yep, it's an RPG, alright.
Yeah. I mean, yes, but even most RPGs that I've played, like, you can grind and level up, but honestly, if you're
You don't
under
have
leveled,
to, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Now,
either,
I think...
either skill carries you, or it just... the numbers aren't big enough to matter in that regard. But in Divinity, it really, really does.
Yeah, I think it's sort of a mix, right? Because if you play on a normal difficulty, there is a lot of just ways that you can beat enemies at a way lower level than you're not supposed to. But yeah, it does take a lot of game knowledge and some skill to do it. But especially in the early game, I feel like, especially on that first island, levels matter a lot, because you don't have a lot of health to go around, so you will just get kind of destroyed by the enemies.
I noticed like leveling up and how much like more health you get from just leveling up as well.
I mean, it's not just leveling up.
It's also vitality.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think what's also like a really important thing in the early game is the things that give you most of your health, right? Your armor and your shield. You don't have any. You don't start out with anything, right? And so if you know the places where you can get that kind of stuff, you can beat a lot of encounters at like level 2 that you were supposed to be level 3 for, right? But yeah, knowing where that stuff is, it's a bit of a... Yeah. You kind of need to know, and you kind of gotta get lucky sometimes, especially on your first try. Is this the very first Super Mario Galaxy? Yes, it is. This is Super Mario Galaxy 1.
There's only 2 of them, and this is the first one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've played exactly 0 of them. That's a shame. This game's ideas and concept is super good. But we're doing a Daredevil challenge, which basically means if you take damage, you go back to the start of the level. Because, you know, we like to make things difficult for ourselves. Yeah, okay, challenge is, Daredevil basically normally means you have 1 life, you have 1 hit point. And there is a mod for this game that does that for you. But I couldn't get it to work because it actually depends on, like, some real-time memory manipulation. But the emulator can't really do that, so, instead, if you take a hit, you go back to the start. We do that ourselves.
It's an actual thing in game, like Daredevil comment challenges or whatever, where you sometimes go into a level and it's changed, it's changed from what it usually is, and the Daredevil, the one that's like the Daredevil, just gives you 1 HP instead of 3.
Yeah, so
you can
it
only
is.
hit 1.
Oh my god, that's so cool. Yeah, it is a built-in feature as well. But it's only for certain levels. Like, it's supposed to be like a challenge you only do for like 1 or 2 levels per galaxy, maybe. But this challenge is just you do it for every level. And then the times where you were supposed to normally do a Daredevil challenge, instead it's a Speedster challenge, so there's basically a timer on you as well. That's about it. Oh, that
There's a camera so something.
Yeah. Hello, Sam. Welcome, man. Thanks for joining. This game, man.
It is. There's some really fun ideas.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is the level with the giant mole boss?
That's this one, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
alright.
boy.
Here he
Oh
is,
no,
in
poor
fact.
buddy. The fur also, they've done a really good job of making that look good. Well.
Yeah.
When did this keep
How does that work again? What are you supposed to do?
a ground pound?
Yeah, but
that's
you
what I did.
ran into his helmet afterwards. I think you're supposed to spin after that, like at range.
Yeah, I was gonna do that.
Yeah, but you bumped
This game
into
released
him.
in 2007.
No, but he's supposed to be stunned if you...
Yeah, but like his hitbox on his helmet is still active and you bumped into him.
No, but he's supposed to pop out of the ground completely.
Oh. Also,
So I don't know
oops.
what I did
Maybe you
wrong.
weren't close enough to him?
No, but he didn't get stunned. So I don't know what,
He did,
what
right?
I'm supposed to do.
No.
No.
I mean, maybe you weren't close enough when you ground pounded. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, he definitely popped a little out of the ground. So
Yeah, I think so. Maybe you tried to ground pound him while he was just popping up on his own and then it doesn't work.
Oh,
It makes sense.
I think you do.
I think, yeah,
Yeah, I
I
think
recall
that's it.
something like that.
But
Yeah.
game
Time to do
released
the circle again.
originally released in 2007. but
Yeah. Like, it's
think about
crazy
that,
for the
that's
time.
insane. Now I'm just curious, like, what other games released in that year?
Oh man, like you'd be surprised. A lot of really, really good games came out like 20 years ago.
Bioshock, jeez.
Yeah.
Bioshock was in 2007. Portal.
So, Hawk is
Halo
asking.
3.
I was seeing some Player 2 stuff popping up. How much is being played by Player 1 and how much is co-op here? So, Player 1 is Mickey over in his house, and he's doing all of Mario's controls. All that I can do, because I'm in my house looking at the actual console, I have an actual Wiimote in my hand, and I can basically use it to collect star bits. So everything I hover my cursor over, if it's a star bit, it will come to Mario. I can also shoot a star bit. I can't do it now because I don't have any star bits. And I can also stun certain enemies by pressing A like this. Like, yeah. I couldn't really demonstrate it there, but I can also do that.
You say yes, I stun him myself.
Yes, and I can also make him jump, which is nice. It's not nice. And that's about it, but I'm trying not to do too much. I'm mostly here to collect star bits, because the game, certain levels of the game you need star bits for. And I kind of thought, you know, it would be kind of shit if we sat here farming star bits the whole time. So I'm just here to pick them up when they pop up.
It's kind of difficult for me to collect star bits. With,
Yeah, because he doesn't have a
analog
Wiimote.
stick.
Ah, here they are. Yeah, I can... aim.
Waste them.
There. And I can do this. Discount Coach Dad
I can
co-op.
do it.
Yeah, what are you doing? There, it helped. Couch Dad, yeah. I mean, yeah, this game's multiplayer was really for, like, the big brother to play Mario and the small brother to watch him and, you know, not feel too bad about not playing. You can also stun these boulders, believe it or not.
I mean, you can destroy them.
Yeah. Yeah, like this.
If you time it right, it will put them in the small jelly part.
I was never too good at timing those.
I've learned on the Switch version, honestly.
Yeah.
As a kid, I wasn't able to do it either, but on the Switch version, like, I'm gonna start. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you time it right, you can destroy them. Like.
Yeah, if you hit the red spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do that as a kid. But yeah, that's been a while.
Right, back to the boss.
Plus, in Mario Galaxy 2, you could get one of those upgrades that turns you into a boulder too. It's nice.
Ah.
Man, that is so fun, that power-up.
Yeah. You could also kill yourself with it really easily. That fur, man, they did such a good job making that look sick on the Wii.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, well.
Okay.
I had
we go.
totally forgotten, like, how... Like, I had such a good memory of the Wii with, like, Monster Hunter 3.
Oh, wow,
That
yeah.
was, like, one of my favorite games to play on there. And the ultimate, like, 3 Ultimate version on the 3DS was good. And then, for work, I had to, like, test out some Wii's. I was like, oh, you know, and I also needed to test out nunchucks. So I just popped Monster Hunter 3 in there. It's like, this game is not aged well with this control scheme at all.
No.
Actually. The Wii feels so... It feels so clunky to use now.
I remember when I played,
Right.
I remember back in the day, right, everyone was raving about Kingdom Hearts and how freaking good it was and everything. And then I played it. Yeah, and then, you know, I played it on the PlayStation 2, like the original. And my god, it sucked. Oh my god, the controls were atrocious. So bad.
Also, for a very long time, like, I kept hearing very good things about Kingdom Hearts and everything. And I did like it when I played the PS3 version. I wasn't able to get far, but I do actually want to finish the
Yeah.
But it's just in these past few years, the whole, like, conception of like what the game is has shifted from Kingdom Hearts is great. It's just not for everyone to. Wow, Kingdom Hearts really did suck. Like always, didn't it?
Yeah, it's very cool and hipster to fucking
everyone
say it sucks.
is currently bitching on Kingdom Hearts. But what happened?
So Kingdom Hearts 3 released, and then people didn't like that one, apparently. But I think it looks really cool.
They didn't. I haven't played it. I can't just. People are like, oh, we waited so many years for this game, and it wasn't up to our expectations.
Well, they were happy with it at first.
Does it retroactively make the first two games, like the main game, first two main games, shit? I don't think it does.
Never played Kingdom Hearts?
The story has always been kind of like messy. And everyone knew that.
Yeah, it's bad.
Until now. Why do people now suddenly start caring about the story being the way it is?
I think it's because now, like, they realize, oh, well, the story was shit. That was never good. But also, the gameplay hasn't aged well at all. So wait, what is good about this game again? The characters? Wait, hold on. No, this game just sucks. Yeah.
The voice acting in some places is really funny.
Oh, yeah. So, Kingdom Hearts is an action RPG. It is a real-time action RPG.
It's Disney mixed with Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it's indeed Disney mixed with Final Fantasy. Action RPG. They just jammed all the characters you know and love into the game, yeah, and then everyone loves it because of that. But then now, like 20 years later, they're all like, wait, this game sucked. Go play the actual Final Fantasy that came out around the 2000s. Final Fantasy X, boys. Play it. It's very good.
I will never, like, I haven't even, like, I've quit Final Fantasy X really early on because I have it on my Vita, and I don't know. The sphere grid pisses me off. I don't like it.
The sphere grid is so good. I have autism, man. That is the best thing ever.
I'm not going to argue. I don't like it. I don't like it. That's just it. The thing is, I will never ever forget the laugh. That one beautiful, like, amazing moment of voice acting. That's just the guy standing there going like.
It's very apparent to me that if people think that was bad voice acting, then they haven't played the game and they don't understand the context. It's actually the best scene.
I'm saying it's fucking hilarious.
Oh, it was actually quite tragic.
It's iconic.
Oh yeah, it is absolutely iconic. I mean, everyone that you ask, you know, Final Fantasy X, what's the thing that sticks to you? Everyone will just be like, oh yeah, the Titus laugh. But it is a very, very good scene. And it carries a lot of weight. Yeah. But yeah, it just comes out if you don't understand the context. It's just, yeah, it's very funny.